Hey guys, Angry Monkey here with another Retro Game Treasure unboxing video. So, in case you're wondering, what is Retro Game Treasure? It is a monthly subscription service that sends you 3 to 5 retro games to your house every month to add to your personal collection. This is not a rental service, you get to keep these games. I've had this service for, 2 years? It's either this month being 2 years or next month being 2 years. I think next month is 2 years. So I'm very close to 2 years of having this service. Gotten a lot of great games for them. Where's my knife? I know I'm going to need my knife here in a minute. Yeah, so how this works, there's a survey on their website where you fill out the genres of games that you like to play, whether it's sports or the platforms or RPGs or whatever. You choose what you want and not choose what you don't want, obviously. So that way you don't get a box full of sports games unless you're into that stuff. I'm not into that stuff, but you might be. There's also a list of shame, so you're guaranteed to not get the really bad Barbie games or Superman 64. Now, if you want Superman 64, well, unfortunately you're out of luck. You'll have to find that yourself, but since nobody really wants that game anyway, you can find it for like $3. Yeah. Also, the other cool thing is they have a checklist on there that you check off the games that you already have to make sure you don't get duplicates. Now, something I learned the hard way, in fact, check out last Retro Game Treasure unboxing video, where I forgot to check one off of the case of where I checked off Hitman on PS2, and I got it on original Xbox, or vice versa. So make sure you check all that off. I usually use Star Wars Battlefront as an example. I've got Star Wars Battlefront on the PS2. I gotta make sure I select both that version and the Greatest Hits version and the Xbox version to make sure that I don't get duplicate games. Now, you might want duplicate games. You might want all of them. You might want to have the original and the Greatest Hits and the Xbox version. That's up to you. I feel it's kind of redundant and I don't have the shelf space for it. In fact, I got a stack of DVDs and games over here that I need to put on a shelf, and I'm thinking, I don't have room. So this will be fun. I got to organize that tonight, and we're spending the next few hours on that. Kind of dreading that. Yeah, so I guess that's that. Now, they have a bunch of different video game consoles to choose from. They have Atari, all the Nintendo consoles from the original NES to the Wii. They have PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, original Xbox, Xbox 360, Sega Master System, which I don't have checked off, Genesis, CD, and Dreamcast. I don't think they have Saturn as an option. And the Master System is pretty much the only console I don't have checked off, because that's the only console I don't have out of what they offer. They offer a bunch of everything. In fact, they also include Game Boy all the way up through the original Nintendo DS, as well as the PSP, and the Sega Game Gear. So, they even have a lot of portable options, too, if you're into the portable gaming. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Like I said, you get 3 to 5 games. This is about, not counting shipping, it's like $35, and they try to match that $35 value. Sometimes you might get more of your value, sometimes you might get less of your value, but it balances out to be about your value. You can even get accessories. I've gotten a PS2 memory card. I've gotten the PS3 eye camera thing. I've gotten a little Yoshi stylus from it. So I've gotten a little bit of everything from there, as well as 3 to 5 games. So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and open our box. So I'm going to pull this out of frame. Okay. I want to make sure my address wasn't shown there. Of course, future me is going to block that out. I love you guys, but you don't need to know where I live. And then, of course, as always, I got to show off that I can do that one-handed. I don't know why, I do it. I'm also going to turn this around so that way the camera doesn't detect what we see next in the box. We don't want to get spoilers. Yeah, so let's get started. And as always, I have to talk about our discount air pillows, where pillows are inflated, not prices. It's a running joke. Watch all my videos. I mention it pretty much every time. I don't know why, I just do. it's kind of expected of me from this point forward. I don't know. So, first up is Super Battle Tank on Sega Game Gear wrapped. I don't know if it's original wrapping, but we still have the box. That is really out of focus. So let's... There we go. Oh, let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. So... Yeah, again, Super Battle Tank on the Sega Game Gear. That's the back side of it. And on August 2nd, 1991, Iraq invades the neighboring oil-producing country Kuwait. On August 25th, 1991, a joint session of the United Nations Security Council authorizes the intervention of military force during the twilight hours of January 16th, 1992. The liberation of Kuwait begins. So is this like actually based on the Gulf War? So this has a 1994 and a 2000 date on it. So this is actually a somewhat recent Sega Game Gear game. I didn't realize that Sega Game Gear went into the 2000s. I thought that was like a early mid 90s thing. But that's really cool. Okay. Cool. So that's our first game. Again, it's still in the box. Next, we have Loco Roco on PSP. Never heard of this. Okay, that's interesting. You gotta tilt the PSP to make the game like do stuff. This game kind of sounds familiar, actually. I mean, just looking at the pictures on the back, kind of looks familiar. And this was 2006. Okay. And next, okay, I gotta flip this upside down because our game is stuck. Our last game in the box is Resident Evil Outbreak. I know I got some Resident Evil games recently, but I think this is one I had on my wish list. That's another cool thing that this service does. They have a wish list thing where, I mean, if there's games that you're looking for, they're like, hey, I'm looking for this game. They're like, all right, we'll keep our eye out for it, and you might get in your box. I mean, it's not guaranteed, and I mean, you're not guaranteed to get all the games. Like, I got Earthbound on mine. I'm never getting Earthbound, but I have it on there because it doesn't hurt to have it on there. You just never know. You might get extremely lucky, but that's like a 0.0000001% chance of getting it, if you're lucky even that. This camera's about to die because I'm not quite done with the video, so I gotta swap out my batteries, and then I'll get back to the rest of the video where I'll just talk about other video game stuff. Okay, and we are back. Just in case you're wondering, that is what the box looks like. You got some really cool stuff here. You got some Zelda stuff, little Zelda rupee and Tetris block, Zelda key, Mario Starman. You're not seeing any of that. There you go. They also have the boss chest giveaway, which I've entered that once or twice. You might get a free console if you're the lucky winner. I remember one time I signed up because I could have won a Sega Master System, which again earlier I said that's the one console from the service that I don't have. I think I've seen an original PlayStation, which I do have, but you can get an original PlayStation, for example, from the Boss Chest giveaway. I mean, they got some cool stuff. All you need to do is basically like take a picture of your box and post it on their Facebook page, and you're entered to win. I mean, you might be lucky. I mean, it's like one winner only, but still, that's really cool. So I guess that's all I have to say about Retro Game Treasure. Again, I got Resident Evil Outbreak, I got Loco Roco, and Super Battle Tank. So this was one of the three game boxes. Again, I've gotten 4, I've gotten 5, but 5 is kind of rare. I mean, it all depends on what the quality of the games are. Some of them that are cheaper games, you might get more games. Some of the more expensive games will, of course, make yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So that is that, but I'm not quite done talking about video game stuff just yet. A few games I picked up in the past month. I got Evil Within 2, Little Big Planet 3, and this one I was kind of excited to find. I didn't think I'd find it. Home Alone on Sega Genesis, still in the box. I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd play that game with Macaulay Culkin, which is kind of cool. And this is one of the few movie-based games that captures the spirit of the movie. I mean, normally they make a really crappy game just to make a quick buck. Here, you actually play as Kevin, and you actually set traps in the houses. You have like 5 houses that you have to protect from the burglars, and you actually set up traps for the burglars to fall into. And so I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I mean, it looked really hard though, so I don't know if I'll be able to play it on the channel, but I mean, I got it because I hope to be able to play at some point on the channel. So, I mean, if any of the games I got in Retro Game Treasure look interesting to you, or any of these 3 games I have here look interesting to you, let me know and be like, hey, I want to see one of those games on the channel. I'll try to make it happen. I'm still going through a backlog of stuff. I know I've been saying that for a long time, but that's just how much of a backlog I have. So, in case you're wondering, next up, I'm kind of taking a brief pause, like a week pause or so, to make artwork for my next series I'm going to upload. I just finished Doki Doki Literature Club on Wednesday. I uploaded the last episode of that. I recorded that April and May of last year. My next series is going to be Star Wars Battlefront, which is kind of why I wanted to bring that up in Retro Game Treasure. I mean, I do that every box because, I don't know, that's just the first example that comes to mind. But the next series on my channel will be Star Wars Battlefront. Collaboration with Betsy Gamer. Shout out to you if you're going to watch this. Me and her play that game together. So if you're interested in checking out some Star Wars Battlefront, come join us. I'm hoping to have the first episode uploaded next Friday or Saturday. Unfortunately, I got a busy week coming up. I hope I'm able to work on it. We'll see. So that's coming soon. I mean, just subscribe and hit that bell, and then you'll see when the first episode's uploaded. And I hope you're able to join us for that, and I hope you're going to enjoy that series. Before I go, I'm also going to have the link to Retro Game Treasure in the description below. So if you're interested in that, check that out, and join the Retro Game Treasure family, I guess. One more thing, Bella is barking again. That's not my one more thing, but Bella's barking. In case you can hear that, she... yeah. Yappy dog. Yeah, the one more thing, I have a link to the Facebook page, the Angry Monkey Facebook page. Come join me there, where, I mean, pretty much all it is so far is I just post all the episodes I upload. Usually I'm a few days behind, though, and then I just do a massive dump of videos, like, hey, here's my last 5 videos I've done, here you are. But I'm hoping to, I don't know, maybe use Facebook a little bit more at some point to promote other things or talk to my community or whatever. I mean, you can also do that on YouTube, obviously. I try to get back to anybody who comments, assuming they're nice comments. Don't leave the angry comments. Only I, as Angry Monkey, can leave the angry... No, I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that joke. But also, I have a Discord. So if you are interested in joining my Discord, if you want to, like, if you're like, hey, you sound like a cool person to talk to or whatever, yeah, just say, I want to join your Discord. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Here's an invite. Join my little community that I'm trying to build. It's a relatively quiet community, but you could be the one that changes that. And talk about video games, talk about anime, talk about Pokemon, talk about whatever. I mean, it's just kind of a chill little community, and I hope you're able to join me and hang out and nerd out. I guess that's all I have for now. So I'm going to close out this video, and I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.